All right, so I'm here at the club I belong to, sighting in my crossbow for 40 yards. I have a Vortex Crossfire 2 speed scope, and I tested my bow. It shoots 399 feet per second. It's rated for 400. It's the Tenpoint Titan 400, and so it's supposed to shoot 400 feet per second. I measured it with the chronograph. It shoots 399, which I'm 1 mile off from what it claims. I'm pretty okay with that. So I'm going to shoot. I got my scope dialed in. I'm in between 380 and 425, and there's 4 increments in between that. And so you split the difference. That's 11.25 feet per second per line. So I had to go almost 2 lines to get to, which would have brought me to 402. So I backed it down just a smidge. I'm hopefully at 399. There's really no way for me to know for sure that I'm at 399, but I figure at least to get close. So I'm gonna shoot at this target and from 40 yards. I'm gonna go for here. I like how when I take the whatever this thing is called, when I take it off, I can either put it here or I can put it back here. And I like when I'm using the bow, I like to keep it stored here. This way I could just easily grab it, bring it over, and then at the end of the day when I'm done, I'll put it back in here. I know you're not supposed to do that, but well, I mean, it's a pretty tight group. I was aiming here, but all 3 of them popped up over there. I think I'm gonna make some adjustments, and I just moved it. I was shooting here, so I moved my scope over. Now I guess I gotta move it back. So, yeah. I like the crossbow a lot. I think it shoots really well. I'm the variable that I need to fix. So I'm trying to do this. I really wanted to come out yesterday and do this. I mean, temperature wise it's beautiful out right now, but it's a little bit windy. I mean, it's blowing pretty good. You can see it's blowing at 40 yards. Does that affect the arrow? I would imagine. I mean, at 399 feet per second, maybe not too much, but it has to affect it somewhat. Let me know. Shouldn't kill myself trying to get this dialed in, because I have Schwacker mechanical broadheads coming with the practice tips, but I don't want to use them. I don't want to get it dialed in for them yet, because the end of this month, August, my club is, I mean, we have one every month. It's a 3D archery shoot. We have 35 animals, and I want to get the experience of, you know, aiming at an animal, you know, and shooting an animal, even though they're not real animals, but you know, just to get the feel, shooting between trees, you know, just being in the element, I guess, if you will. to practice that way. So I don't want to, and I noticed that and I don't think I can use the practice broadheads for that. I'll have to ask them. In fact, I think I have a club meeting before then. I think I'll ask if I'm allowed to use the practice broadhead, then I'll cite it in for the broadhead, but and use the practice one for the course. But if I can't, I have to stick with the field tips, and I just noticed it drops this much with the mechanical. Even though I went with 100 grain, it's supposed to fly like a field tip. It still dropped. I don't know why. I don't know if it changed. The FOC changed because it's longer. Maybe put more weight up front, even though it's 100 grain is 100 grain, right? I mean, what's heavier, a ton of feathers or a ton of bricks? So I don't know. Everything's trial and error. I'm just trying to get dialed in before archery season, which starts September 21st here in eastern Pennsylvania, and yeah, just trying to get dialed in. I don't want to wound an animal. I want to kill it or miss it, and I don't want to miss. One of the things I've noticed with this AccuDraw is, I just noticed this today, so I didn't seem to be having problems, but I think the reason why is because I wasn't doing today what I was doing before. So after you wind this up, I'm going to do it right here on the table. Now you're only supposed to go until you hear the click. You don't want to keep going once you hear the click. Alright, it's clicked in. Here's where I was making a mistake. I wasn't rewinding it enough. So I'm going to do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Now when I pull this out, I just heard it backtrack. I know that it's free now. So if you get one of these AccuSilent AccuDraws, just be careful of that. When you tighten it all the way up, you hear, as soon as you hear the click, unravel it 3 or 4 times. So when I bought my crossbow, my arrows or bolts are 400 grains, and I didn't realize, but I bought Swacker compound bow mechanical field tips or mechanical broadheads. They don't know if they'll work with a crossbow. I have a feeling they'll probably open up because, you know, a crossbow shoots faster. So I decided, there's 3 of them, Swackers. So if you subscribe to my channel and write in the comments that you want the Swackers, I will pick one winner for these 3 broadheads and send them out to you. Alright, so if you want the 3 Swackers, just subscribe and leave a comment saying you want the Swackers, and I'll send them out to you. I'll pick the winner and send it out.